Like it looked a little tired out there, especially at the start.
Yeah, we didn't start on time. Not going to use tired as an excuse. I just think we weren't winning enough battles, and I think we looked up at the shots. It was like 8 or 9 to 1, and it's unacceptable at home. We got to come out with that edge and that urgency, and the game comes down to winning one-on-one battles over the ice. I don't think we did a good enough job of that for 60 minutes tonight. And a lot of times you're not going to have success when that happens. So.
At one point, the shots on net was 22-8. Is it just puck possession, or is it just not taking enough shots? What's the problem?
Well, I don't think we had the puck enough to be taking shots, or had the puck enough in the old zone. We were defending a lot tonight. I thought we gave them odd man rushes when we really didn't have to. So we got to make sure defensively that we're staying above guys and just keeping good gaps. We just can't give up easy chances, and then you're in your zone. They hem you down there, and then they're in there for a minute. So. I thought that kind of bogged us down a bit for sure.
Justin, unfortunately, when you lose a game, it seems to almost spiral a little bit. What do you have to do now to make sure that you get back on the winning track?
I think, we had, obviously Bernie played good in Montreal, found a way to win. We had won a couple games there, beat Winnipeg, which was a good game for us, but, it's next game mentality. We play Tuesday, so we got to be ready from the drop of the puck, and we're a healthy, pretty much healthy group in here now, and we just got to make sure that each of us is bringing our A game as much as possible each and every night.
When you start a game and you know that it's just not there collectively as a group for whatever reason, what recourse do you maybe have as a leader on this team? Do you say something? Do you talk on the bench or?
Yeah, we're just we're really trying to just keep it simple. Anytime you're on a back-to-back like that, you want to make sure that you're keeping the play as simple as possible. Puck was bouncing there a bit tonight, but it happens. It's on both teams. We got to make sure that we're just playing a straightforward game, and like I said, not giving easy chances up, and making sure we're gapping and staying above guys, and playing good defense, checking for our offense. I know we've talked about that a lot, but we got to check, and we can't give up easy chances or give them outnumbered chances in front of our net.
Earlier today, Jeff said that you've done enough to stay here. I know it's disappointing after a loss, but how does that make you feel when the coach says that you're playing a good game?
Well, it's always a pleasure when he told you that, but it's nothing has changed. I just want to play the best hockey I can, help the team, and earn my spot here and play with the players I'm playing right now, and just help the team to win the games.
Do you seem more comfortable with each game you play, though? I mean, you seem more engaged each and every time you're out on the ice.
Yeah, I'm trying to do the things on 100% and even more. So I feel good, but unfortunately we lost today, so it's kind of tough day.
First of all, what would you say led to the kind of slow start today?
I don't know. I think we're slow to the gates. I know both teams played last night. I know that's not an excuse, especially in this league. I think we just gotta, those games like that, we gotta bear down right from the get-go and play a full 60. And I know we had good compete in the third period, but in this league, those won't get you the win. So I think we gotta get back to playing what we did in Montreal. I know that was a fast game. We started off hot, and I think we gotta continue that and take that game and build off that game.
It was kind of a whirlwind for you this week, being sent down, and then now you're recalled once again, and then you score a goal tonight. How are you feeling personally?
Yeah, I think feeling good. I know, like I said, I know I can play in this league, and I think I just had to get kind of reset a little bit and go down there and play some big minutes and get my game back. And I think now I know what it takes to stay in the lineup, and I know I'm building off that, and I'm just looking to keep moving forward. And my main thing for me is just defending hard, and I think the last 2 games I've done just that. So I just got to keep focusing on the little things and doing those right.
Have you when you said reset, have you not thrown caution to the wind, but do you just go out there now and just play your game and not overthink it, or what exactly have you decided to change?
Yeah, I think simplicity is key for me right now. I think when I'm keeping my my game's simple. You know, giving the puck up to the forwards, and also I think physicality is big in my game. I think if I can be hard defenseman to play against, that's what will kind of separate me. And I think I just got to keep focusing and bring that every night and competing for a full 60.
Well, it wasn't like. You have to ask their coach about how they played. I know how we played in the first two periods, and it was no good. So, you know, I thought we got out-competed, out-executed, out-worked. If you do those three things, you have no chance. I don't think that's happened very often. I referenced that Toronto game where that certainly was a bad night for us. I think the other, you know, we've given lots of real good efforts. Even some games where it's come where the score's been lopsided, more lopsided than this. You know, this ends up 4-2, but that doesn't tell the story of the game. We just flat out got out-competed, outworked, and out-executed. We couldn't go tape to tape. We couldn't get the puck out of our end. We couldn't get the puck through the neutral zone. Hard to play hockey when you're doing that.
Is that what you would chalk up the missed opportunities on a handful of power plays you had kind of early on?
Yeah. We looked like a team that wasn't ready to play, and that's ultimately on me. Like when you get a power play that quick, you know, they had too many men right away, so obviously a miscue on their part. You get a power play and it's feeble, you know, and now there was still chances on the power play. You know, Mantha has a real one-timer. Nielsen's got to look back door. You know, you score on those and you can change the game a little bit, but we didn't score on those, so you got to grind through it and find ways to get your game going a little bit. You're going to have nights where it doesn't go your way, and you just got to grind through it and get your game going. We just never got our game going. You know, partially you give up easy goals. You got a bad change on the first one in the second period, a bad change on that one. Well, started the first goal, we go tape to them, then we get a bad change in the second goal, and then the third goal, you know, we just talked about the track situation that happened, the back check situation that happened, and it's in our net. So you give away goals, it's hard to win, boy.
Jeff, have you seen, even though it's a small sample size, I certainly understand that, a little bit difference in Madison's game or his approach since he was sent down and now he's back up?
Last night he was very good. You know, he was with the rest of our group tonight. None, you know, outside of maybe a guy or two had their game going at all. But last night he was good. So I mean, it's 2 games. We'll see. You know, I think you know, I thought Filip Zadina was probably our best forward tonight. You know, I think Filip's fighting to stay here. You know, so we've got to have the attitude. The other guys have the attitude. They're fighting to stay here. Yeah, no, it's tough, but I mean that's part of, you know, the game. You know, last night, you know, it was not always easy either for Bernie. You know, so the goalie's in there to do a good job. I didn't think by no chance was it his fault or anything like that. You know, he's got to keep working on a couple of things technique wise that I think are going to help him, give him a chance to be a long-term goalie. But it'll be a work in progress. And good thing is he works really hard. Got a great attitude. Well, that's been an area that I know that he's got to get better at, and you know, I thought he struggled a little bit in Winnipeg that way too. So you know, I have a real small sample with him. You know, so that's an area he's got to get better at. But I also would say again, like he works hard, he's got a great attitude. He will get better at things.
Have you noticed?
Trevor had irritation with his back.
I know it's again a small sample size, but have you noticed maybe a little bit of chemistry developing between Mantha and Zadina?
Too early to tell. You know, I think they're both talented players. I don't know if it's chemistry or they're just talented players, and they both, you know, I thought they both, you know, had moments tonight of playing good hockey. They looked more dangerous than a lot of the other lines. So, you know, they're both talented players.